Salutations, hello, hi, and welcome to Basic Public Speaking. I'm Christy Thomas. I'm your instructor professor for this course, and this is the weekly chat for week 5. Week 5 dates are February the 10th through the 14th. Happy hearts. With that being said, let's go ahead and chat about the lesson, shall we? So this week's lesson is over research and support for your for public speaking for speeches. And when I say support, this is your contextual support. It's the information that you find that supports a claim or falls into persuasive speaking, kind of your backup information. And it also goes into depth in ways to research for your speech. So really, check out that little module. Again, Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, video chats, and publisher PDFs are going to be in this module for research and support. Research is important because you want to be honest, you want to be straightforward, and you want to have information that kind of supports. Now, not every speech has to be a full-blown research paper. You don't have to go to the depths of the world to research for it. But there are some speeches that you may want to give, informative, celebratory, persuasive, that you're going to have the credibility to back it. So research really comes into play there, and there are a bevy of resources for research. And I go into depth, and you can check that in those lessons. But really, it's utilizing libraries. And it's not just for books. You can talk to librarians who can also steer you in the way, but there's articles and periodicals and all kinds of information can be found in libraries. Of course, there's electronic media for resources, but when it comes to electronic media, you really got to watch yourself. So if you are getting information from a site that you're unsure about, really check your sources. Double, triple, quadruple check to make sure credibility of the source or the speaker. It's the whole ethical, Aristotle talked about it. It's not so much the information, but it's also the person. So it's really making sure that your information is correct. Anybody can get online and write I could go on and write an essay and say that the sky is purple and the grass is yellow and the oceans are red. It's really checking credibility for your sources. Now, there's some site, and then fact-checking as well when it comes to information. A lot of folks get in trouble for fact-checking or spewed off information that's not 100% correct. So it's really, fact-checking your information. And when it also comes to research, besides doing online or electronic media-based research or libraries, you can also talk to people who are experts in their field. That gives a credibility. Perhaps you're talking about medical, so maybe you're talking to a doctor or a nurse, someone in their field that gives you that information. Or fire safety, you talk to a firefighter, you talk to the chief of the fire department. That gives you credibility within the source. Also, when it comes into contextual, this all falls with contextual reasoning as well. That's that support. But you can do questionnaires and tallies and surveys because all that falls into place. Maybe you're doing, the best pizza place. So you take a tally or a survey of your peers. What's your favorite kind of pizza? And you give them options. Or perhaps you do a blind taste test. Maybe you have 3 people sit down and you have from the top 3 pizza chains a slice of pizza. You don't tell them which is which, and they're to rate it 1, 2, 3. That's what we're talking about here with tallies and questionnaires. That also gives credibility because you're not just saying, well, I think this pizza joint is the best. Well, based on a review of my peers, 20% agreed that this was one, 50% said this was one, and 30% went with this one. So you see where we're going with here. It can come into play with information. And then also using statistics and blurbs. Those come in really great for contextual support as well. So in this lesson, it really dives deep on the benefits of research, ways to research, and really giving you credibility for your research. But it's also making sure that in citation, it talks about citation. We go into depth a little bit later on about citation, but rule of fact, if it's not an idea from you or comes words from your mouth and you put it on in your speech or on a paper, always give credit where credit is due. So that's where citation comes from. And it also discusses, there's an annotated bibliography, and that is just where any site that you may visit, any book you may do, any person you may talk to, any connection that you made in the research portion of your speech or your work is created in a bibliography. That's not a working bibliography. Working bibliographies, a works cited page, is what's actually used in the presentation, the speech, whatever the case may be here. So you may talk to, we'll say you talk to 5 different people in a field, but maybe you're using a quote from one person and you don't use anything else from the 4 other people. All 5 of the folks go into your annotated bibliography, but the quote and that person goes into the works cited bibliography. So you see where we're going with here. And for this course, and this is future reference, I handle MLA citation. We don't do Chicago style or APA. We just do basic MLA citation. And we'll say this later on, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I am a fan of using tools readily available to you. I know there are apps and sites that you can plug your information in, plug and chug your information to, and it generates the citation for you. Do not be afraid or hesitant to use tools like that in my course. I welcome them. If you can make it easy on yourself, please do so. So let's recap what we're looking at for lessons for week 5, research and support. Check out the modules. I just kind of, and I'm confident in your educational journey thus far. You have researched and created support. And you maybe just don't know some of the terminology that's used in public speaking. It may differ from what you have been taught, and that's okay. And it may not. It may be exactly the same. So just check that out. And remember, give credit where credit is due. Now let's talk about this week. Your first storytelling speech is due. This is song themed. The module for that has been open for a little over a week. It's been open for a while now. So if you haven't even checked out that module, please do so. It's got the Word document that's a description of the speech, and then a video of me chatting about it, and then a link to upload it. As always, this is a video that you are to record of yourself giving the speech. I do not want a transcript. I do not want an outline. Storytelling speeches are just videos. Nothing else is asked of those. So please, no transcripts or outlines. Just a video of you recording to upload. The parameters of this topic is pick a song, any song, I don't care, and tell me why it means something to you. Is it a song that reminds you of a person? Is it a song that reminds you of a place? Is it a song that reminds you of a season? Do you just really like the musician? Do you really just like the song? Is it just something that vibes with you? Is it something you listen to when you're happy, or you're sad, or angry, or mad, or joyful? Does it bring you joy? Does it calm you down? Do you listen to it when you rage clean? Do you listen to it when you study? Is this something that you like to listen to when you work out? Does it hype you up? Does it get you ready for extracurriculars? Say if you're on a sports team or an extracurricular and you're trying to hype yourself up. Is this a hype song? Is this a song you like to listen to when you drive? Is it when you need a moment to yourself? Is this something you like to play in the background? I don't care. One song, any song, and tell me why you like that song. Now, you can have the song playing in the background if you want. You can take little breaks so I can hear it, because maybe there's just a lyric that really jives with you. You can provide a link. I used to make you required to provide a link. You don't have to provide a link to the song to YouTube. That's no longer a requirement. I need to update the Word document, but have fun with this. Pick a song, any song, and tell me why it means something to you. Why? What does it resonate with you? Week 5, February 10th to the 14th, research and support. Check it out. Due by February 14th, Happy Hearts Day, at 5 p.m. is your storytelling song. This will be the last thing due until prior to spring break. So we'll have a few weeks of not chaos of submitting work. If you have any questions, concerns, or just need to chat, please reach out to me and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I hope that you have an amazing week, and thank you all so much. Bye.